One of the big opportunities that we see for programs in this upcoming year is how do you refine what traditional loyalty looks like for some of our evolving customer segments? And the two that I'll just riff on really briefly here are both the luxury consumer and the very popular, much talked about Gen Z millennial consumer. I think many programs are still continuing to struggle with the right way to engage this customer through the traditional program, through enhancements or evolution to the program. And I think it's because we're still trying to understand what are the preferences that drive loyalty, that drive ongoing share of wallet and mind share with these customers. And I think you're going to see programs across the retail, travel space, and even in adjacent spaces, really try to say what are the specific experiences and reach outs that they can put into the market to target those customers more effectively and meet them where they are and where their preferences really lie.
So the big opportunity that I see is for companies to kill boring. There is too many boring loyalty programs out there where the company is happy for it just to tick along and not do anything exciting whatsoever. I think companies need to step up and say, how do we make this exciting, compelling, stimulating, and people encourage people to want to engage with it? So hopefully the single big opportunity that the loyalty industry will embrace in 2024 is to kill boring and make programs fun.
I see a couple of trends dominating over the coming year, 2024. The first one is the integration of loyalty programs with the ESG agenda. What does it mean? We see the upscale of the sustainability agenda across industries, and we believe that loyalty programs can play a fundamental role in converting that agenda into your loyalty program by having, for example, social ways on how you can accrue and redeem points towards charity, towards other components, but also thinking about the concept of green loyalty. So how can you as a customer become more aware and conscious of your carbon footprint, and also doing the right actions of the loyalty program, like for example buying certain product categories, which are stimulating and helping in reaching our ESG agenda. The second topic is in the space of automation and digitalization. It means the application of AI concepts into how loyalty programs react and are built up, but also the applications of modern technologies such as the metaverse and blockchain technologies.
One of the biggest opportunities we see for programs is actually not thinking about investing in the program design. So things like benefits, tiers, currency, it's actually investing in the loyalty experience and helping consumers gain the most efficient access, seamless and enjoyable experience when it comes to your benefits. Today, a lot of programs, they think first about bringing a new benefit to market or bringing a new reward to market, because oftentimes out in the media, that's what is talked about. But when it comes to actually delivering value to a member and capturing increased wallet share from that member, you can really move the needle by investing in your loyalty experience, be it on the app, in your kiosk, on your website, or actually in a store or in a hotel.
Loyalty programs are at an exceptionally interesting time right now, with a wealth of opportunities for greater business value creation, greater customer value creation, and extension going forward. Most fundamentally, I think that loyalty programs have the opportunity, really, and are on the cusp of reconfiguring the loyalty program business model, so to speak, from its established rewards program heritage to really being the cornerstone of a customer strategy focused on customer value growth, particularly at the individual customer level. And I think that loyalty programs have the opportunity, and some of us are in the process of doing this, to reframe loyalty programs as the primary vehicle in growing range of businesses, the primary vehicle for managing customer value and growing customer value, growing customer lifetime value in practical terms, at the identifiable individual customer level?
Definitely customer experience. Customer demands and expectations are stronger than ever. And I think customers in general, members, customers, user independently, is gaining some power. I think we've got a lot of changing landscapes, changing economics, changing expectations from all brands, not just loyalty programs. But I think given the value of the currency, and I would say with the economic pressures in the market, those loyalty currencies, the value is increasing. And so there is, I would say, increased focus about how programs and brands can meet those customer expectations. I do think we've talked a lot, and I in particular talked a lot about emotional loyalty. I think that will keep growing, whether or not it transitions into something more around the lens of personalization, but people still do want to be made to feel special. That's, I think, a wellness trend in general. So we're going to see that seeping into our loyalty programs and how we interact with our customers. So I think that one needs more focus. It doesn't have to be the money can't buy. That doesn't necessarily appeal to everybody. So how can I really create a whether it's unique or authentic experience or connection with my members? Personalization I touched on as well, but I do think the personalization of benefits is something that we as an industry have a real opportunity. We've seen some of the subscription models starting to bring in some of that, but that's obviously from a paid perspective. But to my first point, with the change in focus of value and how loyalty programs are delivering value to the business, I think it's incredibly important that we are looking at how we invest into those benefits and making sure that the right benefits get to the right person. And then finally, I do think sustainability should and is a huge opportunity. I think there's some nice things coming out of various different loyalty programs and various different brands. And, from an opportunistic perspective, definitely a new type of value exchange with many customers. Naturally, some markets are more focused than others, but I think the platform, the sheer volume of members that a lot of the loyalty programs have a real opportunity to make a positive impact.
2024 is, I think, going to be quite an interesting year, but I think it'll be a little bit more stable than there's always an anticipation, isn't it, as you make a prediction to buoy it all up a little bit, that we're going to see I don't think we're going to see big changes. I think people are going to start being more comfortable with language around AI and capabilities around AI, and starting to test how this can work, not only in the delivery of loyalty to a customer, and particularly around personalization, but perhaps even more interestingly, looking at its own loyalty data to draw out conclusions from that about to inform where you could be going in the future. So I think we're going to see a comfort blanket around AI. I do think that there are a couple of strategic changes going in the industry. I'm going to double down on my prediction for 2023 that coalitions are going to get bigger. We're going to see coalitions or big programs go broader in terms of their base, be more appealing to members. But interestingly, I also think we're going to see a lot of them recognize that having hundreds of partners isn't that great. And I think they'll probably consolidate the number of partners, grow the base, but maybe force those partners to bring real good offers to the table. So stronger coalitions, stronger offerings in those coalitions, and a broader base of membership is probably what I'll see coming from that.
This is an interesting one. I think there are lots of opportunities, but the one that I see I almost on a daily basis is that the people who are going to win in all the AI and the big data race are the people who have the big data sets. they can then turn all of that information in their gold mine into things that are of useful value. Lots of loyalty programs are huge and have huge big data. They've got lots of gold buried in their data mines, but if they can access that, use AI and turn it into personalized offers that really work for their members, then they should be the winners of this new technology as it starts to develop out in 2024.